Forex traders, good morning. This is my commentary for the dollar and foreign currency, 9th May 2025. And we're starting today with looking at the economic calendar. Today is Friday, and usually, if you've been following me, you would notice that I used to talk about anticipating price action, create the end of week reversal, usually on Thursday or Friday, according to the weekly market profile. So most likely today, we would see price action close the week within the range that has been created during the week between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay. So the economic calendar already today shows us that we have a high impact news event coming up on the GBP around 9:40 a.m. and we have a medium impact on the dollar by 4:30 and FOMC Wallace picks. So basically today there's going to be very little volatility on every other asset except the dollar and the GBP, and most likely because the GBP news is coming around close of New York session, so we may have a very slow day in price action. GBP has high impact around 9:40, then the Canadian pair. Okay, so having known this, we can look at the dollar index, and on the dollar index, we are simply looking at, starting our analysis today with the daily time frame. The daily time frame, because we've seen price action. I'm sure you guys remember that we outlined this area where initially we were looking at this guy selling, but again, it went with our initial idea of seeing the dollar trade above 50% of this entire price range. Okay, so when you pick up your Fibonacci and measure between the high to the low, you'd see that price action just traded up at 50%, traded into 50% of the entire price range, which is equilibrium, and everything above 50% is premium. All right, so this type of market teaches us once again to learn to be patient in waiting for price to deliver what you want it to deliver. Look at the daily time frame. That fair value gap with an order in between is an institutional order flow entry drill. At the same time, we've seen price. So we've seen the dollar traded into this area, and if you take a look also, we have that Thursday midnight opening gap right there that I outlined on the 1 hour time frame, saying that will serve as to draw liquidity right here. I'm sure you can see that gap, a reason because we have relative highs and the gap above it served as a drawn liquidity. So we see that there is a shift in market structure right on the 1 hour time frame right here, thereby creating the bearish breaker. I would like to sell when price trades into that bearish order block right there. We would sell, or most importantly, when it takes out that structural high right there. There's a structural liquidity residing above the high. Price trades into that area. I'm going to be selling the dollar into the internal range of the entire weekly range. So we want to see the dollar take out that high, trade into that fair value gap above the high. Do you see that there's a fair value gap right there that has been untapped? So price take out that structural high, tap into that area, we sell the dollar while we buy the euro dollar or the GBP, GBP USD. So let's take a look at the euro USD, the euro USD as well. It's simply a replica of whatever the dollar index is doing. It imitates the dollar in the opposite direction. So if you take a look at the Euro USD weekly time frame, price also traded into that fair value gap with an old high in between right there. And if you look at the daily time frame, you'd see also price tapped into that area of mitigation. Then on the 1 hour, let's see what the Euro USD has done on the 1 hour time frame. The Euro USD simply traded into the bullish order block right here. There's a bullish order block right there. Price traded into on the 1 hour time frame. That bullish order block there, and look at what happened. Price also created that shift in market structure bullish. right there. So this is a bullish breaker. Price took at the low. Price took at the low there before creating shifting market structure, market structure bullish. I would like to see this guy trade into that bullish order block as well, as the dollar is trading into that area that we outlined. We would like to buy also the Euro USD when it trades into that area. So we are looking at the dollar and we're pairing up with the Euro USD. And the drawn liquidity will be, the internal range inefficiency that has been created during the week. We like to see it close inside the range of what has happened during the week. Okay, so you can see that the GBP USD isn't ready yet. It actually traded into a bullish order block as well, but is showing signs of signs of slow price delivery on the GBP USD. Nothing is happening on the GBP, so rather stick with the Euro USD since it follows suit with the dollar index. You can see, waiting for the dollar to trade into that area. While that is happening, we wait patiently to see the Euro USD also reprice into internal range before we buy. Then we are looking at gold, and gold also, to me, actually seems to want to resume. So if you take a look at gold, I think we were wrong yesterday to predict gold for a buy. Gold didn't get to buy yesterday, but again, it's still reacting off the internal range inefficiency, that bullish order block. You see how gold is sitting on it so swiftly, and the 1 hour time frame just created a swing low after price traded into that bullish order block on the daily time frame of gold. That swing low 3 candle price action, the middle candle having the lowest low as price takes out the high of the third candle on gold, just right here. That's a buy signature for me on gold. So my stop loss below the low of the third candle. And so we are looking to buy gold. You see, gold also created a bullish order block right there. Bullish order block, and we just traded into it. So we'll keep looking to refine our trade entries on gold to get buys, more buys on gold, while also we are trying to buy foreign currency. Okay, so basically this is what I'm looking at on gold. Let's take a look at the GBP JPY briefly for some of you who trade this guy. Let's look at GBP JPY. So GBP JPY on the daily time frame. Actually, we've been anticipating that this guy is going to find a rejection around the bearish order block on this weekly time frame. We've been anticipating that it's going to get some level of rejection there. Okay, so if you look at the daily time frame, you can see clearly that price traded into the bearish order block there, created an expansion lower, again traded back into the bearish order block, but we are seeing failure swing happening right now. So if there's a failure swing there and a shifting market structure on the 1 hour time frame, that will give us more confidence for us to sell this guy. This guy had created shifting market structure right there, created structural liquidity here, and there's a bearish order block right above it. So price traded into that bearish order block, and already it's showing signs that there's a bearish momentum trying to come into the market. I'd like to sell if I see this guy give us a repricing into that fair value. I would sell the GBP JPY. Okay. So this is my anticipation for gold. This is my anticipation for the dollar, gold, and GBP JPY. And I hope that you find these lessons insightful. Make sure you use proper risk management. Today is Friday, and usually it's a low price action day. Average daily range on Friday is very minute, so you shouldn't expect much in price delivery today. And that being said, so those of you looking to join me on mentorship, I would like to recommend that you use the link on the description of the video to send me a DM if you want to experience similar results or even more. Yesterday, one of my students just sent me a message who is super excited that he's now become a funded trader with FTMO, meaning that for every profit he makes going forward, he's going to get percentage profits from the profits that he has made on this account. And, we are really excited to see things like this, especially when students are happy and excited that they are doing better now. So anybody can experience this result with the right set of mentorship and proper trading model. If that is what you're looking for, then send me a DM. Let's get it started. I hope that you find this video exciting. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to this YouTube handle, and until next time, I wish you good luck, good trading, stay safe.